here, so you can see it, and they have like a mark. It says take normal security precautions. Like the latest update, safety and security. We're gonna be talking about some stuff. Like on this page, they have like risk level, safety and security, entry and exit, requirements, health, laws and culture, natural disaster, and climate. So when they talk about how safe Cuba is, the risk level is very low. It says Cuba take normal security precautions.
Exactly.
In Spanish, it would be something like "Don't be stupid," you know. Safety and security, crime, petty crimes such as pickpocketing and purse snatching, of course, everywhere. Ensure that your personal belongings, including your passport and other travel documents, are secure all the times. Don't pack valuables in your checked luggage. Carry a photocopy of your passport in the identification page at all times. Carry only a small amount of money. Avoid. Well, now this one is a little bit complicated because if you exchange the money, you're going to be having a lot of cash. Avoid showing signs of affluence, such as flashy jewelries or watches. Never carry purses and bags loosely over one shoulder. Keep electronics devices like cell phones, tablets, laptops, and cameras out of sight, as they are particular attractives to thieves. Avoid independent street vendors. This is also important. When they talk about the violent crime here, incidents of violent crime are generally associated with assaults committed during a burglary or robbery. You're reading what I have here?
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is like some hustlers. Well, they have like hustlers like jineteros. This is very weird.
Yeah. Hustlers, it means jineteros? I don't know.
I don't think so. But in this case, where they're like talking about is like people who are driving you or driving your emotions through some stuff that like they want to sell you.
Yeah, jineteros is not exactly the translate, because hustler is like the people who's trying to scam you. The jinetero at some point will try to scam you.
Yeah.
But it's not exactly the word.
Well, let's say some hustlers specialize in deceiving and defrauding tourists. Most of them speak some English or French and go out of their way to appear friendly by offering to serve a tour guide or facilitate the purchase of cigars. This is
basically
very common.
That we talked in previous podcasts about the friendly locals.
They may resort to violence in their efforts to steal tourists' money and other valuables. Fraudulent and pseudo, I don't know how to say that. Probably is that pseudo.
Pseudo in Spanish, but I don't know in English.
Whatever.
Maybe
tour
pseudo.
Agents and taxi drivers also operate
throughout the country.
Yeah. Shortages. Cuba faces chronic and severe shortages of basic necessities, including food, bottled water, medication, and fuel. This is very common all the time. This is something that you should like paying attention to when you come to traveling to Cuba, because you need to have the basic stuff.
And it's, sorry, Alex, the bottled water, it's very important because people came here and maybe they drink water from any place and they can have like stomach aches, and it will be very, very annoying if you're in a foreign country with all that pain. It's
yeah, for sure. They talk about the recent or the current situation with the fuel. Fuel shortages are currently critical and affect a wide range of services. Traveling across the islands is extremely challenging. Public transportation services, including taxis, are often disrupted, leaving tourists with few options to travel. Some travelers have been temporarily stranded with a rental card. Hotels and resorts that often use generators during power outages might not be able to maintain their services. Fuel shortages, oh fuck that word. Fuel shortages might also affect government services. Local authorities enforce the rationing.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, locals. Fuck that. Local authorities enforce the rationing of food and medications, which could also affect travelers. Oh my God.
And it's very important here of the transportation because a lot of travelers ask in the Facebook groups and in Twitter about this, and they say like, "Oh, can I rent a car?" It's not an option. We say this in the other podcast, but it's very important to, like, I don't know in English,
Yeah, to say it again.
reafirmar,
To
like
say it
you
again.
have to say it again because it's very important. The fuel shortage is even a big problem for the Cuban people to get the fuel. So if you are a foreign people here and you don't know how to get it, it will be very, very difficult.